sorts of different ways to create a follower, but our foundational philosophies and approaches are very much the same for every dog. I would say the techniques are different, and the angle I come at the relationship is slightly different depending on the demeanor of the dog, the temperament of the dog. But the idea is to create a follower and to have the dog commit to us willingly. You know, if we are follow. And there, the mind's starting to go. So that's really good. Good girl. That's a good puppy. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. What happened out here? Hi. Good girl. Hey. You are the prettiest young lady. See, Mama, it was as soon as her mind committed, you could see it. I don't know if you could, if the camera could see it. She was behind the grass. She started to focus on running away. And that's where the recall happened. It's super important to make sure that, for me, the reps right now are happening when she's doing some type of bad behavior, trying to run away. When she's already said in her mind, okay, see you guys, I'm out of here, that's where the recall is happening. So that makes sense to her. I'm not just out here doing dry recall after recall after recall. At this point, I want her to commit to me first. She hasn't quite yet. We'll see. This looks good. When she commits to me and she's like, you're my guy, you're going to help me through this, then we'll go and do rep like that. Okay. That's my girl. Break. I want her to feel free as possible. And she said, well, maybe running away is not going to be a good idea, so maybe I'll hunker down. Right? I don't know. We'll see what she does. And of course, hunkering down would then also be her choosing to depart from our little pack, which would also result in a recall. Okay, this is how we get a dog to join the pack. And it works really well, but she's going through a few stages. She's young. She hasn't been around house to house to house to house, so she knows one set of people really that she lives with, so she's got to accept us. Let's see how she feels if we start walking away. For a truly authentic experience, this line would have to be double. But good girl. That's a good sign. See, these are the moments where we go out of sight. So I snuck them away. See? So now she doesn't see me. And there's going to be a blind recall. The noise is going to turn on. And I'm hoping that she comes looking for me. But I might give her a little time. When she starts to come over this way, I'm going to want you to get just a little further back, so she chooses me. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to start right now. I hear her moving. Good girl. Here she comes. Hi, honey. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Where were you? Good girl. What'd you do? Where were you? Hi. That's a good girl. Good girl.
Nice work.
Yeah, I'm not asking for too much position-wise yet. Once this becomes easy, then we'll go there. But I'm feeling, see the mouth drop for the first time around me, just now. That is new. That means she's feeling more comfortable around me, breathing open like that. Good girl. All right, break. Let's go. Just a real quick tidbit here. The reason I'm not using Dexter today is I used Dexter, who is her housemate, to help her feel comfortable with a couple recalls yesterday, and it worked. But now I need him to go away while we do this so that she sees me as the safe spot, not him, so that I can build that relationship with her and then take her to the next level and then transfer that to her owners. Okay, so Dexter's gonna take a back seat for a little while until she becomes a little bit more independent, a little bit more confident, and further along with the training, and then we'll have him help her out again, okay? Good girl, look at her. Now I'm starting to see good stuff. You see what I mean with the face expressions? If we look, the head's up more. The head's less down, right? She was doing this before. She was looking up, and then a stream of drool. That's how she got dropped off. She was in shell shock just from being left here, right? So it's not a long time since I've seen a dog like that. Not that that's uncommon. It's just the time in her life. She's young. She's going through a fear stage, all that stuff. Good girl. Very nice. This was fun for her still. I think she's enjoying herself and she learned some stuff. This is where I'll end this one. I'll let her do this. We'll head inside. Now here's the thing though. On the way inside, if she doesn't want to go in, we have to recall and then work through that. Okay, but that's on her. That's it. Hopefully this is the way she'll view it. Her behaviors are starting these sequences where then I'm asking something of her, right? Okay. That's choices. She's making good ones. Definitely hanging out with Ziggy too, which I like. All right, now here we go. Conversations start organically like this, and this is where we'll do the training. So right here, we've run into a conversation, almost. I stopped right before I started the conversation. If I keep walking, and I'm attached to this part, and she's attached to that part, and it gets tight, a conversation starts. Okay, now we look at each other and says, well, which way do we go? All right, are we going your way or my way? So it could be as simple as she feels a little bit of that or starts to see it tighten and she just walks with me. Great, she's seen the conversation. She had no question. We didn't have to talk about anything. If she feels it and doesn't do anything, then we start talking. Right, she starts to see the sign. Good girl, which is just me moving the leash. Good girl. Okay, we're gonna head right in here today.